Fans of counting cars have always loved Ryan Evans, the mastermind behind some of the most stunning transformations at Counts Customs. But behind the paint jobs and classic car restorations, a lot of surprising things have happened, both on and off the screen. From unexpected personal decisions to career-changing moves, the once private artist is now facing problems that even his. What's really going on with Ryan Evans? And how will it affect the future of counting cars? Ryan Evans's journey is one of passion, creativity, and a bit of unexpected fame. He was born on January 4, 1974, in Illinois, but his childhood wasn't very stable because his father was in the U.S. Army and the family moved around a lot. Texas and Germany were two of the places they lived. Moving around a lot wasn't easy, but it gave young Ryan a chance to see different landscapes, cultures, and ways of life. Things started to change for Ryan when he was in high school in Frankfurt, Germany, at Frankfurt American High School. While most of his classmates were having trouble with algebra, Ryan found a new way to paint on canvas using airbrushing. He met a famous graphic artist who showed him this unique technique. Ryan's first experience with customization came when he got a t-shirt with his name sprayed on it. It was the start of a lifelong love for making something truly unique. Ryan's interest in custom painting only grew when he saw an ad for House of Kier, a brand known for its high-quality automotive paints. Was an inspiration for him. The ad's bright colors and intricate designs made him realize that cars weren't just vehicles, they could be works of art. He became hooked on his growing passion and started exploring the world of custom automobile painting, slowly making a name for himself in this niche field. Ryan's life took a big turn when he moved to Las Vegas and joined Counts Customs, a repair and customization shop run by Danny Coker, who he knew from Pawn Stars. Ryan went from being an occasional expert on Pawn Stars to the star of his own show, Counting Cars. At first, he was just one of many painters in the busy garage, but as the show became more popular, so did Ryan's role. His work on car restorations quickly impressed Danny, and he became Danny's right-hand man. He wasn't just painting cars, he was giving them new life. Ryan's big moment came when he won an Employee of the Year award at Counts Customs. The prize was a 1975 Chevrolet Suburban. Danny wasn't sure who to pick, so he decided to hold a buggy race to settle the matter. Ryan wasn't the fastest at first, but he was able to beat his competitors by starting the Suburban engine first and claiming victory. It was a fun, memorable moment that showed how determined he was to win no matter what. Ryan's skills were most evident when he was restoring a classic 1962 Cadillac. Not just any project, it was meant to be shown off at the SEMA trade show, which is a big deal for car fans. Danny teamed up with Matrix Automotive Finishes to make sure Ryan had access to the best paint system possible. Ryan was under a lot of pressure to deliver something special. He spent hours carefully working on the Cadillac, blending different shades of teal to make a stunning effect. He hurt himself in the process, but he kept going. When the car was unveiled at SEMA, it was a huge success. Ryan's hard work and artistry were clear in every part of the paint job. One of Ryan's toughest projects was when Danny wanted to quickly sell another 1962 Cadillac for a profit. Danny's plan was to black out all the chrome to save money. Ryan thought this would ruin the car's classic look, but he knew they were on a tight budget, so he suggested a different way to rehome it using a new spray technique with chemicals and an activator. It was a risky but successful move, and the Cadillac ended up looking much more valuable. They were able to sell it for more than they thought they could, making a bigger profit than they had planned. Ryan's creativity wasn't just about making cars look good, it was also about finding smart ways to solve tough problems. His dedication to excellence earned him honors outside of the show, like being inducted into the Mini Truck Hall of Fame in 2018, which was a proud moment that showed how influential he is in the business. One of the most well-known projects at Customs was when rock star Alice Cooper brought in his 1963 Studebaker Avante. Alice wanted a full restoration, with a new engine, fresh paint, and an upgrade. The pressure was on Ryan and the team, especially after hearing the car's interesting history. Alice bought the car in Portland about 10 years ago. A retired FBI agent recognized it as a car used by a Soviet spy. The car had such a unique history that Alice couldn't bear to part with it. Ryan and his team had to be extra careful with the restoration, starting by fixing some damage that wasn't obvious. Ryan's attention to detail paid off, and the final. Ryan's job at Counts Customs wasn't just about bringing dead cars back to life, it was also about building strong relationships with everyone around him, including his boss Danny Coker. Danny is a big reason why Counting Cars became such a hit as soon as he stepped onto the show. In the 1980s, Danny played Count Cool Rider on his father's late-night horror show. Danny had a magnetic personality that drew people in, but he wasn't just a TV character, he was a real mechanic who loved fixing up old cars and bikes. Danny's love for cars started when he was a child. He grew up in a religious family with a strong sense of discipline. His father was a baritone singer and pianist who performed with groups like the Coker Family Singers. Danny made it to Carnegie Hall, which is a famous accomplishment that showed young Danny what was possible with hard work. But Danny wasn't just interested in music, he was also good at working on cars and performing on stage. His rise to fame on TV began with guest spots on Pawn Stars. He would often give appraisals on old cars and bikes. His charisma and knowledge caught the attention of producers, who finally gave him his own show, Counting Cars, which aired in 2012. The show was an instant hit, taking viewers behind the scenes of Danny's garage in Las Vegas. Besides being the star of the show, Danny is also the backbone of the shop. He runs it with precision and oversees everything from the smallest paint job to the biggest engine overhaul. Danny is known for his love of flashy cars and rocket rolls. His personal life is mostly kept secret, but he is married to Corey Farah, and the two of them love music and business. Together they run Count's Vamped Rock Bar, and Danny has played many roles, but his love for cars never goes away. He has a huge collection of classic cars, including a white 1966 Mustang GT that he still loves very much, even though he's made millions of dollars. Through his ventures, he stays hands-on at Count's Customs and is personally involved in every project that comes through the shop's doors. But what happens when the cameras stop rolling? Even though there haven't been any new episodes of Counting Cars in a while, Danny still interacts with fans. The garage still offers free tours so that fans can see some of the most famous builds from the show. On a regular basis, the shop's Facebook page still posts news about new projects, ongoing restorations, and even special events. Danny's love of music also stays strong. He sings lead for the band Count 77, which plays rock music from the 1970s. Between running the garage and playing music, Danny has a lot on his plate, but he wouldn't have it any other way. He thrives in that environment. Despite his busy schedule, Ryan is still passionate about what got him started. There have been rumors that he is leaving the show, which were fueled by the uncertainty surrounding reality TV during the COVID-19 pandemic. Fans were afraid that he might be leaving for good, but a closer look at Ryan's social media and the Count's Customs Facebook page shows that he is still there. Ryan is still very much a part of the team and works on a variety of projects at the shop, not just cars. He has been improving his artistic skills by making large sculptures and centerpieces for local businesses. One of the most interesting projects Ryan recently worked on was an octopus sculpture with its tentacles draped over a cylindrical structure. It was a unique challenge that showed Ryan's versatility as an artist. The 10th season of Counting Cars ended in November 2021, but there was hope for more episodes because Ryan and the crew are committed to keeping the Count's Customs spirit alive. However, not everything has been smooth at Count's Customs. In 2017, a major scandal rocked the shop when Joseph Frontiers, who worked in accounting, Joseph was caught stealing $75,000 from the business. He used company money for personal things like plane tickets and a down payment on a Range Rover. This betrayal shocked Danny and the rest of the team. Things got worse when the IRS charged an extra $18,000 in late tax fees because of Joseph's bad financial management. Danny knew the situation was serious and had to fire Joseph and take legal action against him. It wasn't just about getting the money back, it was about making things right. It was about protecting the integrity of Count's Customs. Joseph eventually paid the tax bill, but his leaving left a bad taste and marked a hard time for the shop. The legal battles didn't end there. Danny and his team also sued Randstad, the company that hired Joseph, saying that they didn't tell them about Joseph's shady past. What started as an internal issue quickly turned into a public one. Count's Customs became famous for more than just cars and customizations. Despite the ups and downs, Ryan, Danny, and the rest of the crew keep going because they love cars and art. Fans of the show are still waiting for new episodes to see what creative projects Count's Customs will take on next. As for Ryan, he's not going anywhere because his dedication to the craft is as strong as ever. Scott Jones was a key figure in the early days of. With his strong work ethic and smart financial management, Mark wasn't just crunching numbers, he was an important part of making sure the shop ran smoothly. He was also known for being direct. which sometimes led to tense moments among the crew. But despite these on-screen fights, Scott's dedication to the business's success was never in question. But in season 3, Scott made a surprising choice. He left Las Vegas and moved to Tennessee to be with his family after the birth of his son. Scott decided it was time to give his family a stable life away from the fast-paced Vegas lifestyle. It was a hard decision, but it showed how much he cared about his family. Since leaving the show, Scott has mostly stayed out of the spotlight and focused on a quieter life. There are rumors that he may have opened his own car shop in Greenville, where he can keep his love for mechanics alive while also making a living. He's spending more time with his family, and Roy Sabo, the Hungarian-born detailing expert, became a fan favorite thanks to his lively personality and unique accent. He brought fun and charm to the show, and his antics made people laugh. Fans were confused when he suddenly disappeared from the screen. It turns out that Rolly didn't really go away. He was still in Vegas working on his own business called Rock and Rolly Custom Detailing. The attention he got from counting cars helped him build a strong client base, but then the pandemic hit, and like many small business owners, Rye had to deal with a lot of problems. Rolly had a hard time because he had fewer clients and more financial stress. He stayed strong and determined to rebuild. In 2019, he even went to Quebec, Canada, to improve his detailing skills at a training facility, showing that he's dedicated to his job no matter what. Rolly's positive attitude and strong work ethic keep him going. One more member of the unforgettable Counting Cars cast is known for his quick wit and, of course, his signature horns-themed creations. When he wasn't painting crazy things, he was putting horns on helmets, cars, and pretty much anything else he could get his hands on. After leaving the show, Mike found a new path in the digital world and has been keeping fans entertained on social media with a mix of behind the scenes. During the pandemic, Mike used his creativity to design custom face masks with, you guessed it, horns. It was a smart way to support safety while staying true to his unique brand. Through his social media presence, Mike continues to interact with fans, reminding everyone that the spirit of Counting Cars is still very much alive. Kevin Mack, Danny Coker's right-hand man, has always been a bit of a mystery to fans since he left the show in 2020. Fans were left wondering why he quit the show. Was it a scheduling conflict or a desire for more privacy? No clear answers came up, which only added to the mystery. Even though Kevin is no longer on the show, he is still active online, sharing glimpses of his life while avoiding any talk of why he quit Counting Cars. His decision to keep his personal life private has made fans even more interested, but Kevin seems happy to keep things under wraps. That's all for now. Next is Shannon A.O., the talented builder who joined Counting Cars in 2012. From the moment he arrived, Shannon's skills were clear. Whether he was restoring a classic car or customizing a motorcycle, his craftsmanship shone through. However, as the show went on, Shannon's on-screen appearances became less frequent, which led fans to wonder if he was leaving. It wasn't because of drama or conflict. He just wanted to take on new challenges. After leaving the show, Shannon stayed involved in the car world by taking part in charity events, car shows, and other projects. His love for cars is still strong, and he's still making a difference in the community, even if it's not on TV. Despite all of these changes, Counts Customs continues to do well thanks to Danny Coker's leadership. Despite the ups and downs, the shop remains a symbol of creativity and craftsmanship, inspiring both fans and the next generation of car enthusiasts. And even though the cast members have gone their separate ways, it's clear that they had a huge impact on the show's success and on fans. With so many twists and turns, it's clear that the Counting Cars story is far from over. Whether it's through new projects, digital content, or surprise comebacks, the crew's legacy keeps rolling.